It is March, a terrific month. Daylight savings time begins, we have more daylight at night, the weather starts to warm, and spring finally springs. But March is also great for all of those delicious green foods. I'm not talking about salads or double mint gum, I'm talking about all those delicious St. Patrick's Day treats. So hop along with us as we whip one up next on Simmer Down. St. Patrick's Day. It'll be here before we know it. But before we feast on all that corned beef and cabbage and slurp down one final shamrock shake, there's another very important day, Pie Day. So this week's recipe is going to combine the cool, green, minty fresh taste of St. Patrick's Day into a delicious pie. So get ready for a tasty, no-bake grasshopper pie. To get started on our pie, we're going to take 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, pop it into the microwave, and melt it. And while that's melting, you're going to take a package of mint-flavored sandwich cookies, take about 26 of them, put them in a food processor or a chopper, chop them up, and put them in a bowl. Get our butter out of the microwave and pour our butter over our cookie crumbles. Mix the butter and cookie crumbles until everything is well combined. And once you've done that, you're going to get a pie dish, whatever size you'd like. You're going to take our cookie crumble butter mixture. This is going to be our crust. I'm going to pour it into the pie dish, and then you're going to spread it out. Make a layer on the bottom and up the sides. And once you have done that, you are going to take your crust, pop it in the refrigerator to let it set. You are then going to take your stand mixer or hand mixer, works just as well, and we're going to get started on making the filling for the pie. You're going to take 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese, 1.5 cups of heavy cream, put that on the base of our mixer, and start whipping it up. Now to this, we're going to add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Slowly add to the bowl. Filling should start thickening as it goes. Then to this, you're going to add a pinch of salt. And then to this, you're going to add some mint extract. Now, there are 2 kinds. There's pure mint extract, and then there's peppermint extract. Both would work fine in this recipe. The difference really being mint extract is going to be a little sweeter. It's more like the spearmint flavor and the spearmint scent. The peppermint is obviously peppermint. It's going to give it more of a bite. So really whatever kind of pie, whatever kind of taste you're going for, that's the kind of extract you should use. I'm going to use the mint, the sweeter, for this recipe, but the peppermint works just fine. I'm going to take a 1/2 teaspoon of mint extract or peppermint. Again, give it all a good mix. And then we're going to give the sides of our bowl a scrape. Clear off our beaters. Get this out. Make sure everything is well combined. Then to our mixture, we are going to take a little bit of green food coloring. Mix it in. Make sure you get a nice consistent hue. Obviously, add as much food coloring as you'd like to get to whatever desired hue you are going for. We're going to get our crust out of the refrigerator, and we are going to put our filling into our crust. Spread it evenly. Forget being after me Lucky Charms. I think everyone's going to be after this pie once it's finished. And there you have it. Now you're going to take your pie, you're going to pop it back in the refrigerator for about 2 hours or until it is set. And while we wait, it's time for another brand new segment here on Simmer Down, St. Patrick's Trivia. Now, do you know where the first St. Patrick's Day celebration took place? Was it in Dublin, Ireland, Glasgow, Scotland, or St. Augustine, Florida? Well, it might come as a surprise that the first St. Patrick's Day celebration occurred in 1601 in St. Augustine, Florida. In fact, the first St. Patrick's Day parade in Ireland itself didn't occur until 1903. Now this should be an easy one. What color was first associated with St. Patrick? Is it red, green, purple, or blue? If you said blue, you would be correct, as crazy as it sounds, but in early Irish mythology, St. Patrick was depicted wearing blue. So everything we know about St. Patrick's Day is a lie, is what I'm telling you. Not really, I'm just kidding, but... And finally, do you know where the remains of St. Patrick are said to be located? Are they at the Christ Church Cathedral in Dublin, the Down Cathedral in Downpatrick, or St. Anne's Cathedral in Belfast? Time's up, and the answer is Down Cathedral in Downpatrick. I guess if you're going to be buried somewhere, you might as well be buried someplace with your name and the name of the city. Seems to make sense to me. And after a couple of hours, we are going to get our pie out of the refrigerator. It is nice and set after being in there for a while. And we're going to finish our pie off with some additional mint-flavored sandwich cookie crumbles. Make it the creme de la creme of the creme de mint. And there you are. It smells like a fresh box of Thin Mint cookies. Now, I gave up sweets again for Lent, like I do almost every year, so I'm not going to cut into this week, but I really wish I could. This smells phenomenal. Perfect festive dessert, perfect minty chocolate dessert, very easy, no bake, ready in just a couple of hours, and it's sure to be a crowd pleaser for the mint lover in your life. That's going to do it for us this week here on Simmer Down. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to one another, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye, everybody.